Yeah, so my co-host for this podcast abandoned me for talking about this, but I'll continue without him, no problem. So I was talking about this black book that somebody has decoded on YouTube. Very interesting scene because like this is how Saul was like getting all the contacts that he has in Albuquerque. So I think that we will eventually see that Saul will purchase this black book of Caldera later on, because as he mentions himself that this is a gold mine, considering how many names is in this book that you can use for contacts. And the few names that like are familiar to us was Huel Babineau when it's decoded, and Nacho Varga. Nacho's name is like actually crossed off in the book. Apparently, that might be because like he's either dead or because he was told by Caldera that he no longer wanted anything to do with him. Another name there is like Patrick Kirby, which is the character played by Bill Burr in Breaking Bad, I believe. So that would be like I'm sorry, not Kirby, but Kuby, Patrick Kuby. So we might see him too later on. Um, some other interesting names there is Mr. X, which is the character played by Stephen Ogg, aka Trevor. And apparently Caldera has like gotten bad reports on this guy, but he's cheap at least, and we know that. The the last one that we really know about is Lawson, who is the arms dealer or gun dealer character, also in Breaking Bad, where he is selling off guns to Walter. In Better Call Saul, he's the man selling Mike the M40, I believe. Now, moving on from that, um, this was an interesting episode for sure. I mean, like it was called Axe and Grind. I believe that the grind aspect of it all refers to Jimmy's hustle. Axe though was yeah, definitely Lalo going after Kai. I really thought that he would end up killing Kai in the end of it, but he didn't. But let's see when we get to the next episode that is coming out. Um, yeah, I like the episode. It's like definitely not the best of the season or all the series, and I feel like there's still a lot of ground to cover till we get to the point at least where he is in Breaking Bad. Um, but yeah, let me see if I can pull up this episode. I don't think that I can share it for you guys because, yeah, copyright and YouTube and all that stuff. But I'll definitely put some pictures in here and yeah, try and keep busy while talking here since my co-host abandoned me for being psyched for talking 30 seconds about this black book thing. Anyways, you see. Pulling up the episode. So we start off the episode with a Kim flashback where Kim's mother, also played by Ray Seahorn, is there to, seemingly mad at Kim for having been shoplifting at this mall. Turns out later, though, that she's just screwing with her, and she's actually fine with that she has been shoplifting, and is on top of that semi-impressed that she had the guts to do that. Uh, and yeah, like that's pretty much like all I could like carve out from that scene. Feeling like that Kim is a little bit confused about this because she doesn't really know her place in the world at this time, and being yelled at for her mother for other shit that's stupid. but shoplifting, it's is suddenly okay. Very very strange indeed. And then we start off the next scene with just Howard's daily routine, showing him that he actually has a massive house, but is not close at all with his wife. He seems to enjoy making coffee, like real coffee from an expensive coffee machine, taking his time to do so. I liked that he takes the time to make like a really nice coffee with cream and a peace sign in the cream for his wife, but it is absolutely not recognized by her, and she just takes the cup, dumps it into a travel mug, and leaves the house. Tells Howard that that he has the house all to himself, and that's it. So his home life seems to not be so great. Next scene is just Howard getting an update from the PI at his office, corner office at Hamlin and McGill. And nothing really is out of the ordinary except for a major cash withdrawal where Saul is taking out nearly 20 grand or more in cash. And this sets Howard off, as now he knows for sure that he is doing something illegitimate, to use the word that he used. And yeah, then we get to the scene that like I talked about in the beginning, so I'm not going to like go that much in detail about that now. That was just Caldera treating somebody's dog before going on to do something for Saul. Exactly what he is giving Saul of drugs or what they're going to do, we don't know yet. I'm guessing we will figure that out in the next episode, and also the mid-season finale of Better Call Saul. And we had this thing where in another episode, then we heard Saul or Jimmy talking about like this is what it's all about when talking about the money. That was in the previous season, and now we are getting that again, like this is what it's all about, but it's not money we're seeing. It's Caldera that is saying it, and he's pointing at the picture board of all the dogs that he has treated as a veterinarian. So he's retiring and selling the black book to the highest bidder. And Kim just saying that he knows what he wants. Next thing is just Kim defending somebody in the court for minimum wage, as Cliff points out, and she has the chance to get more, but we'll get back to that later because she seems to be blowing this shot of like getting paid a real salary as a lawyer running a foundation in New Mexico. And then we have the office coming together. The Saul Goodman's law office coming well together with couches and interior and some curtains. I believe this will all change later on, as I think Saul will like take a little more control regarding the interior of this law office. Apparently, they are like seeming like they're going to have somebody impersonate this judge that is assigned to the Sandpiper case. But that doesn't really work out the way that they think it will. And we'll again like see in the next episode what they will find of a fix on that. The next scene is like probably the most interesting or second most interesting scene in the episode, which is Kai in the middle of a German forest and Lalo tracking him down. And I thought like at first that he would, like get the information and then just kill him quickly, but he doesn't. They have like a fight or a small fight, and the Kai knocks the wind out of Lalo, and eventually Lalo gets the drop on Kai again, and wants to have like a chat because he wants to know, or he wants to confirm that it is Gus that is building something, and he wants to know what they are building. Not even sure that like Kai knows exactly what they're building, because we are not 100% on like what kind of instructions they have gotten from Werner before Mike killed him. But yeah, interesting scene, cool fight, and even more cooler that like Lalo wasn't invincible in this fight. He was almost beaten or killed by Kai. Interesting stuff. Secondly, next scene is just Francesca calling the Sandpiper. Not calling the Sandpiper, but calling Hamlin and McGill to get the passcode and impersonating somebody's daughter in order to get in there. Or this will probably be Jimmy that is doing this. And then we have Mike in the laundry, or Mike in the Los Pollos Hermanos laundry, where they have set up like in a surveillance room for when Mike comes, and apparently they are stretched thin with guards all over Albuquerque looking for Lalo. Yeah, I think like that was it. Except for like the last scene where this whole plan of like Jimmy's all goes to shit because the judge has a broken arm, so the picture that they have faked with somebody impersonating the judge won't work. So he does not buy the Zafira Nejo the tequila bottle. And at the end, we very, very end, and Kim is like turning around from her big meeting in order to instead help Jimmy with taking down Howard. And that's pretty much all I had for this ultra short episode. Hope you liked it. Hope you'll sub. And yeah, peace out, guys.